Hello chess friends, in this video I like to show you how to checkmate with knight and bishop, and in the second part of the video I will show how to checkmate with two bishops. So with knight and bishops is a little bit harder. I also already did a video like this but it also it had a lot of likes, but it also had some dislikes, and I assume it was because there was no explanation because behind the moves. So maybe some some people said it's not an how to do video because I only showed the game, not the reason behind the moves. So here I'm trying to explain the moves. There is a important thing into this. So if you want to checkmate, you will always checkmate into one of the corners of the bishop square color. So in this case, I have a dark square bishop. So I will checkmate in one of these corners. So this is important to know. If you're in the situation of black, you need to run into one of the light square corners. Okay, there is also a rule in the checkmating, a chess rule that says you need to checkmate in less than 50 moves after last piece was captured or after the last pawn push. So that means you need to checkmate in less than 50 moves. So usually it's about 25 maybe moves that you can checkmate with knight and bishop from a random position. Of course, if it matters if the king is already stuck on the edge of the board or things like that. So let's show the moves. So now I'm getting closer with the king. This is the reason why I'm doing this. So as you see, he's moving into the center of the board. So he's, of course, it's what he should do, because you need to play some moves, some good moves to get him to first on the edge of the board and then into the corner you want him to be. So this is why I did this one, to take away some squares and to bring the piece into the game. And now again bringing the knight into the game, here getting even closer to the king. Here getting closer with the knight. Now if I do this, this would be stalemate. Of course, and you need to take care about something like that, not to stalemate him. Taking away that square, and now I'm taking away the A8 square. So he's forced to go like this. Now I take another square away. This is the reason. And in this situation, the best move would be to take away this square with the knight and improve the knight's position. Then you get closer with the king. So these are important moves. You need to make these moves like this. But after some practice, you'll know. Now I'm taking away these squares, and notice the king was here. His only moves would have been that or that, because these two squares were taken from the knight. And it doesn't matter why I'm saying his only moves would be this two. It doesn't matter which one he would have done. You would still make the same move with the bishop. And this is important because now we created a wall here. So these squares are taken from the bishop, these are from the knight, and this from the king. That means the king cannot escape. So the king was here, it doesn't matter where he would have moved, it's still the same. Now I need to make a waiting move. because the king can go only on these two squares. And very important to know is waiting moves you always do with the bishop, never with a king or with a knight. So in this case I need to still keep an eye on these squares so he doesn't escape. So then I do this move, keeping an eye on these squares. He's forced then to go like this, and doesn't matter. Uh, of course it matters. If he would have gone like this, my move would be this one. So I take away this square and keep an eye on this, so he cannot go like this. But in this case he did this one, so I bring the wall closer to the king. So I'm created a wall even closer, and he's forced now on the edge to go on the edge of the board. This is where I want him. Now the only square that I need to take away is this one, and this I do like this. Now this one is taken. These are taken away. He's trying now to escape to the other side, of course, and in order to not allow that, I go like this, taking away this square. Now he's forced like this, and now the team is repeating the same principle that we had before when the king was on c6. Now I need again to move the knight to keep an eye on this square, and it doesn't matter where he goes. If he goes like this, then I have a move. If he goes like this, then I go with the king closer. If he goes like this, then first I check, and after the check he's forced to go like this because this one is taken. Now I get closer with the king and protect the knight, and now even closer, taking away this square. Now usually they do this move, but it doesn't matter. If he goes randomly in the corner where you anyway you need to have him into the corner, you still make the same move with the bishop. So if he would have been here, then after this check he needs to go back, so we would still have the same position. And now you have him where you want him to be, in the corner, and from here you can checkmate either with a knight or with a bishop. The difference is with the bishop, the checkmate with the bishop, it's faster. It's a difference of one move, so I'm not sure if it matters. Maybe in bullet or blitz it matters, or in time trouble it matters, but I will show both. So here first I will show the faster variation, so with the bishop. Now you need to notice his only squares are these available. So now you need to go with a knight on f5, and now you need to pay attention not to go like this because it would be stalemate. These squares wouldn't be available anymore, so this one, if you go like that. So therefore you need to make a waiting move again. So same principle, waiting moves only with the bishop, like this. So you keep an eye on this square. So therefore when you check, he's forced into the corner, otherwise he would have gone like that. And now checkmate. It's easy. And now I will show also the checkmate with the knight. So in this case, if I go like this, it's faster, one move. But in this situation, if you go like that, computer is saying excellent move, but it's not the best, because the best it's the fastest also. He's forced to go like that. I go here, he's forced to go like that. Now check, his only move, and checkmate. So this is how you checkmate with the knight. Okay, I hope you learned something. I hope you understand the reason behind the moves. If you have questions, please ask them into the comments. Of course, you need a little bit of practice, because it's not easy to find the moves unless you practice or you played it a few times. And yes, so ask the questions in the comment section. Now I will show checkmate with two knights. So I mean, I will show a checkmate with two bishops. So let's see. This one is easier. So the reason of this move is now I created a wall here. These squares are all taken away from the light square and this from the dark square. So as you see, it's a wall because the king cannot escape. So he's forced on one side of the board. Now he's stuck on this side because the bishops are keeping an eye on all these squares. And as you see, he cannot escape. So he cannot escape like this or like that because he's stuck only on these squares. So this is the reason why with bishops it's easier than with knight and bishop, because they make such a well teamwork. And now I can come closer with the king. And even closer. And now I take away these two squares. So now he's stuck on this side of the board. Now I take away another square. So he cannot go like that. So he's forced into the corner because you also checkmate into one of the corners. And now I take another square here, this one, so he's forced into the corner, and now I bring the king closer. If he would have gone like that, I would have had this move. Which I will still make the same move. Now he's trying to escape like this. Now I will take away that square so he cannot escape. And now he's again forced on the edge. If he would have gone like that, I would have had check. So he cannot escape. So therefore he went already into the corner. And I still make the same move. Doesn't matter if he goes like that or like that. I do the same move here. He's forced here. Now check. He's forced into the corner. And beautiful checkmate. So this one, like I said, it's easier than checkmate with knight and bishop. But it also needs a little bit of practice. If you have questions, please ask them into the comment section. Give a like, a share, a subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.